Welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to take you guys through a casual homemaking day. I shot over the last 2 days and just different chores that I have to do around my house and things in the kitchen. So I hope I give you guys some good meal ideas. I also wanted to show you guys the black fence. We finally got it stained. It looks so nice up against the green grass and the green trees, and it just gives our yard a whole new look. And it kind of makes our fence symmetry because we had just several different color fences going on and I didn't love the way that it looked. So now it all looks the same and it's even, and so I just thought I'd take you guys along. I'm doing some flower watering and garden watering with my son. I usually do this in the morning time. And then my 2 other kids that are up like to juice. They love to do fresh juices most days for me, and I love it because it takes that step out for me, so they love doing it and I get to enjoy the juice, and so does my husband. We usually do a culmination of carrots, cucumbers, green apple, ginger, lime sometimes, and then we blend up a smoothie for the kids, which consists of greens and healthy fats and frozen fruit and milk. And it's just a really delicious way to start the morning off. Everyone gets good, wholesome food for the start of the day. I also really like to make breakfast that is substantial in calories. So we do scrambled eggs, hash browns. This is kind of what I made during this morning, was a simple scrambled egg hash brown dish. Other days we do pancakes with peanut butter and syrup. Sometimes we do this particular dish with eggs and hash browns, but I put it in muffin tins and have it kind of sort of to go. So it really just depends on how much time we have, but for the most part, this is pretty easy and it doesn't take very long. In the morning time, I definitely always go out to let the chickens out. I will give them scraps, whether that be scraps of bread or the pulp from the juicer. They get scraps most days. And sometimes I let them straight out, other times I just let them enjoy their scraps so my dog doesn't get them first. And then they have the freedom to be in our yard and exploring and roaming around and getting all of those good micronutrients from the bugs and the grass and the soil in our yard. I really love having chickens. We've had them for a few months now and they've been so easy to handle and have around our house. My dog absolutely loves them too, which is really fun to see because he traditionally is a bird dog, but he loves the chickens so much and they are just a fun addition and the kids love to have them around as well. So I will go around and clean out their water, change their food, give them scraps. Usually in the morning time, let them roam around, and then I'll head back in to do other things such as laundry, or I will straighten up the couch or make the bed, whatever I have to do. And most of the time, a lot of this stuff gets done before my kids even get up. So the breakfast part is usually when they're awake, but the chores like laundry, changing it over, getting the chickens taken care of, watering the garden, doing kind of meal preppy things in the morning time, that happens early morning. I get up around 5:30 or 6 and just knock some things out. The other thing that I really love to do is to prep my sourdough bread. I usually do this around lunchtime, so in this particular shot, I was doing this around lunchtime, and I just like to get my bread stretched and folded a couple of times. Usually I do it around 6 times, and then once it has done its full 8-hour rise, I will do its final shape like you see right here in this shot, and I will put it in the proofing basket, and I will do this in the evening time, and I will put a damp tea towel over top of it and put it in my fridge to proof overnight to bake for the next morning. And in this particular shot, I really wanted to just get an easy lunch on the table after I started doing my sourdough bread, and I just did bruschetta, which is sourdough bread with olive oil and Parmesan cheese on the top. I press it down to make thin, kind of crunchy bread for the bruschetta to put onto. I guess I pronounced it wrong. It's bruschetta. Yes, so we do tomatoes and balsamic, and we do olive oil and fresh basil from our garden, garlic, salt, and pepper. It is absolutely delicious, and it is so easy to make, and this was actually lunch for myself and all of the kids. They just love it so much, and super light, super easy. After that, I went ahead and prepped our dinner for the following day, which was a flank steak, potatoes, and some veggies. And with this flank steak marinade, I did Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of olive oil, garlic, honey, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of soy sauce. And I made sure to mash that garlic into the meat, and then I marinated it for about 12 hours in the fridge overnight, just so it has that really nice flavor. It's one of my favorite flank steak marinades, and it is really, really delicious and easy to make. Periodically sweep throughout the day, so this happens like 5 or 6 times a day along with trash takeout. So I just shot one time, but this happens frequently. And this was our final product of dinner the following night with the flank steak and the potatoes. It was so good and so full of flavor. This next part, I ran out of laundry detergent, so I decided to just make my own. I will leave all of the stuff in the description box for you guys, but it's so easy to make. You just do water and you do a special soap. You grind it up with a cheese grinder. I thought this was going to take a long time, but it actually only took me about 5 minutes to get the whole bar grated down. So I'll make sure to add that bar in the description box for you guys. And then you add a little bit of borax and washing soda, and it's just such an easy and very simple process. In a 5-gallon bucket, this will last forever. And so just a fun last little hoorah to the night to finish off with a fun project. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this, like and subscribe. I get out a new video every other week along with my podcast, the Simple Life Project podcast, every other week for content for you guys, whether that be via podcast or YouTube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the podcast next week.